to Farm Wife Life. Today I've been super busy. I spent the whole morning cleaning my house. I washed the rugs in the house. I washed the rugs outside with the pressure washer. We got the small garden tilled. So it's afternoon. I have made not one but 2 trips to my local greenhouse. First for just flowers, and then of course I get chatting with the owners and completely forget what I'm doing. So I forgot to grab my potatoes and onions. So trip number 2, back to the greenhouse. So we are finally back home. I'm gonna show you what I have in my greenhouse and get planting outside because it is Memorial Weekend. And here in North Dakota, we basically have snow forever. So this is normally the weekend that I plant my garden and my flower beds. So I thought I'd bring you along, show you what I have in my garden. So let's get to work. So it might be kind of hard to see here, but I do have 2 rows of garlic that is already up, that these were planted last fall. And then on the back side of that garlic, I actually planted asparagus last year. These were planted from seeds, so clearly they are very tiny and very thin. So I am just going to leave these alone for the year. I think it actually might take a couple more years before they're fully ready. For the rest of the space, I am going to put, I believe, mostly peppers in here. Okay, in the greenhouse. So I'll show you what I got from the greenhouse, the store that I bought from. So my mom prefers white onions. I prefer yellow, so I just got a full bag of each. And then we have 3 pounds of just red potatoes. I'm not particular. I didn't get the name of it. I don't remember it. Okay, I think I'm just going to maybe just give you a scan and show you what everything is. And then I'll probably, yeah, just let you know what I have. Okay, tomato plants. These never got transplanted and they probably should. It's my bad. So I believe all of these tomato seeds came from M.I. Gardener. So the row here is Moneymaker. I believe that one's Manitoba. I think that one's the same row. Boxcar. And then cherry tomatoes at the end. I did get a chance to transplant a couple over here. And these ones are the Triple L tomatoes. So we'll see which ones we like better this year. And then we have a whole tray of broccoli. This was kind of a combination of different things. So I have celery in the first few. And then I have pink celery in the back, just something fun to try. And then I did more tomatoes and peppers in this tray. So those are my Romas and more Triple L's. I believe those are the Triple L's as well. Peppers, I have the California over here as well as California. And then these back ones are the Big Red. So the next tray, don't judge me, I know it all looks dry. I'm planting everything right now, so I'm not going to water it quite yet. So I'm trying zinnias this year. I'm not a flower girl. I'm definitely more into vegetables, but I thought I'd try some flowers this year. And over here, my germination rate wasn't the greatest over here. So these are the Jackby Little pumpkins, I should say. Only one came up. I have one, and I don't know if I can save that guy. That one should have got pushed back down. That's a sugar pie. And then the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins came out really good. These for the vegetable squash, that came good. I'm gonna try that cucamelon. I know I'm a little late to the game here. I know that's kind of a few years ago. It was a little trendier to try it, but we'll try it this year. We got yellow squash. Then next is the cucumber. So I have some pickling cucumbers, straight 8s. Ashley cucumbers, and then zucchini. Those didn't come up very well, so I picked up a couple zucchini at my local greenhouse as well. So let me switch over here this way. So those are purple broccolis. We'll try that, or is it, no, purple cauliflower. And then here's some romaine lettuce. That didn't come up very well either. And then on the back side, I have 2 different kinds of eggplant here. Those I might wait before we plant, let it get a little bigger. And then this is the butter My buttercup squash, those aren't looking too hot either, so I bought a couple of those at the greenhouse as well. I don't know what happened with those. And then butternut squash, and the back was cantaloupe. Clearly my cantaloupe was not working very well, but that was just something I was gonna try for fun. And here is just spinaches, if I can say it right, and then the red Swiss chard. In the back we have another tray just of flowers. We'll try that. Okay, don't mind my crazy setup on the floor here because I ran out of room. I'd only had one table. So this one is, let me see. I believe this whole tray is broccoli. And then this one was cabbages and purple broccoli on the end. And Kitty wanted to get in the scene, and this was my herbs. These I probably should have started a lot earlier, so I bought a couple herbs at the greenhouse as well. And then this, again, a little ridiculous setup. Let me show you. Okay, a little ridiculous, but it works because I ran out of room. So I have two different types of basil here that's coming up. This was lavender. Clearly I did not do very well with the lavender seeds, so I might have to try that again next year. So one last thing I didn't show you was the peppers. These all got transplanted. So we have, the first ones are Sunbright, and then we have California peppers. And then what are these? They're not jalapenos, they're, I'll have to put the description, they're like not Napa peppers, something. They're supposed to be like a jalapeno, but not quite as spicy. And then the last two down there are the jalapenos. Okay, now this is out in the main garden. This is more asparagus, and these were planted last year. These were actually planted from roots. So these are a lot bigger than they were in the last garden, as you can see. These are nice and big. I did pull a couple of these, and the rest of them, I think I'm just gonna give them one more year. So then following the asparagus in the row, I do have some strawberries in here. Again, don't mind my weeding skills. We'll get to that eventually. And there are two blueberry plants here. Okay, so I got more strawberries. These came from M.I. Gardener. If you guys aren't following them on their Facebook or wherever else they are, you should, because they're always having sales, and that's where I get a lot of my seeds and plants from. Because I saw that they posted they had their strawberries half off, and I ordered and they shipped the very next day. So, fun tip, find M.I. Gardener and start following them. So these came 10 plants. When they were half off, I think they were, I want to say they were $15 regular price. And then I got 10 of them half off, so of course I ordered 2 because why not? So I have strawberries up there, I have 2 blueberry plants next to them, and then the row of asparagus. So I'm just gonna follow the 2 blueberry plants and then plant the rest of the strawberries down this row just to kind of keep all of my fruits together. So let's do that. So I'm just going to mark a line here just to kind of give me an idea to keep everything in row. Then I'll come back in and dig a better hole to put those strawberry roots in. Okay, so this year I'm trying to be a little more intentional because weeding is just too much. It was too much last year. I don't have enough time. So this year I'm going to try to do carrots, radish, carrots right together because the radishes should be able to be harvested before the carrots expand and get bigger. So we'll try that this year. I'll let you know, follow along if it works or not, but we're doing this. It'll be easier to till around. That is 1 row instead of 3, so let's try it this year. Can't wait for my dad to see it because he's gonna hate it because he likes traditional things, so we'll see if it works. Okay, so I have a lot of the Danvers 126 carrots, so we'll do 1 row of that, and then I have purple carrots, so we'll try that on the other row. And then I have a couple different radishes, so we'll just throw the different radishes just down the row. Okay, so if any of you are new to growing carrots, I know it's probably super hard to see, you probably can't even see them, but don't worry about how you're spacing carrots out because you can always come through and pull carrots out as they mature and eat them as they grow. Whew, it is getting hot out here. So one thing I just thought of, have you ever heard the saying to store what you eat or plant what you eat? Yeah, found out no one else in my family really eats beans. I don't know why. Do your family eat beans? Because I thought it was weird that no one in my family really eats them. So I think we're just gonna really plant enough for me because it's just something we don't eat in our house because my kids won't touch it. I mean, we try and I always put it on their plate, but it's nothing they ever really reach for. So downsizing the beans this year, what's the point? I hate canning green beans. If you've seen my past videos, I actually just freeze a lot of them because, again, if we're not gonna go through them, I'm not gonna go through the time to grow them, wash them, snap them, and then can them. I'm just gonna skip that step and freeze them if it's just me that's gonna eat them. So, downsizing this year, only 1 row of beans. I think someone else is enjoying the nice sunshine on this gardening day. Daisy. Hi, Papa Dog. Okay, now this is something that's new to me this year. I've never actually tried growing potatoes before. We actually have farmers around us actually grow potatoes, so I've never really had the need to grow potatoes. I just kind of thought it would be fun to try it just to see how it works. In our old farm, we actually had super thick clay soil, and on this new farm, it's very sandy. And I believe that's what the potatoes like, is this type of sandy soil. So I figured, why not? Let's give it a shot, see how it goes. Okay, I just got the sprinkler set up. So far, we have a row of potatoes, we have okra, beans, we have 2 rows of snow peas, just your snap peas, 1 row of snow peas, then we have our carrots, radishes and carrots, and over here is the blueberries, strawberries, and asparagus. I'm gonna have to move this because I don't think it's reaching quite far enough back.